So at this point, you may be asking yourself, well, what exactly is Power BI? Well, according to Microsoft, Power BI is a self-service business intelligence platform which includes both desktop and web-based applications for connecting, modeling, and visualizing data. If you want the whole sales pitch, you can head to powerbi.microsoft.com. But what I want to show you here is something called the Gartner Magic Quadrant for analytics and business intelligence platforms. If you're not familiar with Gartner, they're a market intelligence company that produces these competitive analyses and these magic quadrants for all sorts of different industries and fields every single year. This one's updated as of January 2023. And what we're basically looking at is a competitive landscape showing completeness of vision on the x-axis and ability to execute on the y. And this basically creates 4 different quadrants. You've got niche players here in the lower left who may be just starting out. You've got challengers in the top left who have a high ability to execute but maybe a less complete vision. You've got visionaries in the lower right. And then finally, where you want to be is the leader quadrant, the magic quadrant in the top right. And this is exactly where we see Microsoft, largely due to the work that they're doing in Power BI. And to see them pulling away from the pack here is very impressive, especially seeing some of these heavy hitters like Tableau, Qlik, Google, AWS, Domo, and more. So needless to say, this is a very, very exciting time to be learning Power BI. Now let's take a minute and talk about why Power BI is so powerful. First up, it lets you connect, transform, and load huge volumes of data, and you can access that data from virtually anywhere. From databases, flat files, web sources, cloud services, folders, etc. And you can create fully automated ETL workflows to extract, transform, and load that data for further analysis. Next, you can build relational models directly inside of Power BI to blend data from multiple sources. This is an incredibly powerful skill set for anyone working in an analytics or data science role because you can create table relationships that allow you to analyze holistic performance across an entire relational data model. And that's exactly what we're going to practice building in this course. You can also define complex calculations using the DAX formula language, those data analysis expressions. We're going to use DAX to enhance our data sets and enable some really interesting advanced analytics capabilities. And like we talked about, Power BI lets you bring your data to life and build interactive reports and dashboards. With Power BI Desktop, you can truly build professional quality, enterprise-grade reports and dashboards. And last but not least, when you learn Power BI, you're developing a versatile, in-demand skill set. Like we just talked about, Power BI is the industry leader in self-service BI, and the skills that you develop in this course, data prep, data modeling, data analysis, and data visualization, will be extremely transferable and valuable throughout your career. Now, last but not least, I want to take just a minute and draw some comparisons between Excel and Power BI. So what we're going to do here is look at this Venn diagram where we have some Excel-specific features on the left, things like spreadsheets, pivot tables, cell formulas, things that are uniquely Excel, and then we have some Power BI features here on the right, things that are uniquely Power BI, like the report view, custom visuals, interactive dashboards, and Power BI service. But where I want to really focus on is the intersection. This is where you'll find some of the most powerful tools that are actually common to both platforms, Power Query, the data model, and DAX. Because what many people don't realize is that Excel and Power BI are built on top of the same exact analytics engines. The difference is that Power BI takes those same data transformation and modeling capabilities, and it adds powerful visualization and publishing tools on top of them. So what that means is that when you're learning Power Query and Power Pivot DAX in Excel, you're also learning Power BI at the same time and vice versa. The beauty is that this makes the learning curve for Power BI very smooth for existing Excel users, and it makes the transition very easy. In fact, later in the course, we're going to talk about how you can import an entire data model that you've built in Excel directly into Power BI Desktop. So there's your quick introduction to Power BI Desktop. Let's talk about how to actually download and install the program so that we can get up and running.